Hey, hi. So we're being kicked out or something, so we went to this B.A.P concert. What's up? So this is Texcam. Say hi, Texcam. And I guess we're getting kicked out or something, and I guess eventually I will put up stuff about the B.A.P concert. Yeah, you know how it is.
Huh. I guess I owe you guys a concert review, don't I? So, I know it's been, like, years since, like, B.A.P., like, came to Dallas that one time. I think it was the Live on Earth, like, live or whatever. The first time they came to Dallas. Yeah, it's been quite some time. And I deeply apologize for, like, not giving you the scoop of what happened at the B.A.P. Live back then. Honestly, like, really, I'm sorry I'm just late giving you, like, concert reports. So, I went to a B.A.P. Live, and like I said, this was their first time in the U.S. It might not be their first time in the U.S. I definitely was the first time they've been to Dallas, and I was pretty excited. I bought my ticket secondhand off of a friend of a friend, and my good friend Tetsuko, which you probably saw in the video, and you will probably see in a future video later, because, like, we went to, like, another K-pop show I'll talk about later. We bought the tickets, and she picked her ticket first, and then I got whatever she didn't want, and they were not together, so this was going to be really weird. She was on the first floor, and I was in the King's Row of the venue. I think this was the Horizon Theater in Grand Prairie, Texas, so she was, like, underneath me, so I was above. So I think she said that she kind of couldn't get to her seat because there were, like, too many, like, people, like, standing up and stuff and blocking her way. But I had a pretty good spot because there was nobody in front or behind me, so King's Row is best row, honestly, for people who are not, like, super fans and young and, like, enjoy all the screaming and stuff. Like, I cannot. So, anyway, she drove all the way from my little tiny hometown island here all the way into Denton, which is where I was. And I greatly appreciate her doing that, and I've already thanked her for it, but I'm going to thank her again from, like, now, for, like, driving that far. So, I'm just going to give you the highlights of this, like, concert, because, really, it's been, like, forever, and I don't want to, like, draw this out, like, too long. So, the bad thing is that we were late getting there because we hit a bit of traffic. Exaggerating, it was a lot of traffic, and we missed, like, the first two songs of the concert, which made me so upset because I missed my two favorite B.A.P. songs at the time, which was Bad Man and One Shot. I'm sure you can find the live of it somewhere on YouTube, unless, like, it got taken down because copyright, because YouTube does that. But I was really upset about that, but I was able to enjoy the rest of the show because I did get to hear, like, the other really good songs that they have. They had, like, in contrast to Vix's concert, which was my very first K-pop, like, concert I've ever been to. I believe B.A.P's my second K-pop concert. I could be wrong. If you haven't read my Vix concert report, I'll put the link below in the description and you can read it. They had a lot bigger production. They used the screen, well, Vix did that too, but they had this big giant staircase and stage, and they had backup dancers and stuff. They had, like, a really, like, a lot bigger production than Vix did when I saw them in Dallas, which was pretty cool. They had a lot of energy, a lot of choreography. They even interacted with the fans. I loved seeing all the light sticks below me, like, moving in sync, all the green, the ocean of green. It was just glorious. It was great. I loved it. lot of screaming, but there was a lot of chanting, and I love that. I love the synchronization, and I love the respect that they gave, like, the members when they were, like, talking, and being able to hear, like, them, and it was nice that they had, like, a good translator, and, like, actually knowing what was going on. I also like the screen moments where they kind of had little screen breaks of, like, fun little skits and stuff, like, lovely little, like, innocent fan service stuff, of course, for the fans. The one that I remember the most is when they were teaching us the choreography for Check-On. I believe that's what it's called, it's Check-On. I don't remember the actual dance moves, but I'm sure if I saw it, I could, like, I would be okay. It's just been a really long time. You realize how, like, old this concert is. But it required some, like group participation, because there's a part where you're supposed to, like, high-five the person next to you and the other person next to you. I really like that. Like, the people that were by me were very, like, nice and friendly, and they were pretty good people to, like, I mean, I'm not friends with them or anything, but they were nice company, and I enjoyed that they, like, were very respectful and not too rambunctious or anything, or not screaming a whole bunch of slick stuff, and just being, like, you know, just hyper, I don't know, hyper scan or whatever. Like, it's okay to be excited about your biases and your group and stuff. I mean, I was a teenager once, but I mean, like, being an old K-pop fan and all, like, being old and a K-pop person, like, you can only take so much of that. It's, like, really, I mean, it's an introvert thing. You can only, like, it's just kind of draining. So I was just happy that they were, like, okay, like, joining this whole, like, dance thing with me, and that everybody was kind of, like, on the same page with doing the dance thing. I believe Tetsuko said that she ended up having to kind of dance by herself, which kind of made me sad, and I wish I was near her in the seating areas, though, or she was up top with me, and we could have easily, like, high-fived each other with this little dance. But I really liked that. I thought that was pretty cool. I was going back and, like, looking for, like, pictures and stuff for, like, I don't know, the cover of this video, and I remember them bringing a couple or 2 or 3 fans from the audience up to the stage, and they played this game. It was like that whisper challenge, or like telephone or whatever, where they had to, like, guess what the what the word or phrase or whatever was, which I thought was pretty amusing and funny. I liked that. That was really cool. The slower songs were really nice. The choreography was sharp. Even the songs that I'm not particularly a fan of was really nice to hear, and I thought, like, B.A.P was on point that night. It made me, like, kind of want to call myself a baby, but not quite. Like, when I saw Vix, I'm like, dude, I'm a Starlight. Starlight every day, all day. But the babies are a good fandom, at least back then. I don't know what they are like now. I think they've kind of chilled out, because after that show, B.A.P was like, we're not happy with our contract, so you should fix that. If you don't know about that, I'll probably, like, put some link below, and, like, one of my little top whatever WTF moments of when they had this whole contractual dispute with TS Entertainment and stuff. And then all of a sudden they, like, came back to them, and then they had, like, another tour apparently in 2016, which is crazy. I don't know why you do that. But now, currently, from what I've read, they're having another contractual thing with TS Entertainment, and then their military thing's coming up. So we may or may not have a B.A.P anymore, but I really hope that they do come back, because I think they're on the right track with their music. Like, Nior, if you have not heard it, oh my gosh, I will leave you a link below to one of my monthly favorites where I talked about Nior. That is an excellent album, and I would have loved to hear those tracks live. I would love to see them again in Texas, preferably closer than Dallas, because like, Dallas is way too far, and I just can't. But anyway, B.A.P. Live was really enjoyable. I liked it. I enjoyed listening to the very hyped Hurricane, even though I heard a few people joke about the whole L and R in roof. I don't know if people remember when they released Hurricane the video and they redid it and they fixed the pronunciation of roof, but everybody knows the loof is on fire. Yes. Also, Warrior was awesome to hear, you know, their debut songs and stuff was just great to hear live, and they definitely have that, like, really masculine, like, song, so those were great to hear live, and I'm so happy I got to see them, and hopefully they get to stay together for many years to come, because B.A.P. is a talent to be reckoned with, and it's just sad that their little break kind of bumped them out of the spotlight, because they should be up there with Block B and BTS and stuff. They have talent too. Give B.A.P. a chance. So, I know this is a little, like, out of seed and stuff, but there were a few little tiny highlights that I did forget to mention in the B.A.P. video. So, first of all, I wanted to, you know, throw in the set list right here so you guys can see what I got to listen to. They're in no particular order per usual. Hopefully they're pretty accurate, what the set list is. Some things that I forgot to mention was some of the MC stuff. Of course, I think I did mention throughout the whole show, every now and then they would have these, like, Matoy special school program type things where they would show little skits of the guys doing little cutesy stuff, and of course teaching you the choreography to check on it, or check on. They also held a most popular member challenge, and I don't think there was, like, a clear winner. Everyone kind of screamed for, like, everybody. Of course I screamed for my bias, which is being Jungkook. They also talked about the Rangers game, which they, I guess, attended, which was pretty cool. Not a real baseball fan. I'm not even familiar with the Rangers, but, I mean, I'm not really familiar with, like, Dallas area sports stuff, but just in general, I'm not familiar with a lot of sports stuff. Also, another funny thing that I put down in the set list on my computer was that when they mentioned that, oh, this is our last song, someone yelled, like, a curse. They said, shh. So, if you can guess what that is. So they said that, and everyone laughed, and I thought that was hilarious, and I thought it was really funny. So those are the only, like, little things I wanted to, like, add before, like, I get to the to move on forward to the conclusion of the video. So yeah, so set list, and yeah, those little things are really, you know, good to know, because I thought they were hilarious and unique to the Dallas show of Live on Earth. So that's my highlights from the B.A.P. Live. If you're watching this on Money Cult the blog, there will be some pictures below that you can click on and look at and be like, man, these pictures are just the worst. I took them with my lovely little, like, camera that I take videos on that doesn't, like, kill my camera speakers or anything. This was also before I had, like, a really good phone that could take good concert pictures, so hopefully I will be doing another concert thing. I'll try to do it as, like, a highlight video like this one, and it'll just be really short, and I'll just focus on the highlights. So those are the highlights of the B.A.P. Live. Like I said, I would love to see them again, and I hope they continue forward with their musical career. If you would like to see more videos like this and other things that I do, you can hit that subscribe button below. And if you liked my little highlight video of B.A.P's life from ages ago, hit that like button. And if you want early access and other things, other little extra things that I do, you can go support me on Patreon. Yay! Like Never Maven, Affiliate, and Alice G, because they are awesome people. Yay. I will see you guys next time, and hopefully I will do more concert highlight videos. Yay. Peace.